reports of Deadlock Israel and Hamas appear to be moving close to a Gaza ceasefire and hostage. Released deal senior Palestinian official has told the BBC that indirect talks are in a decisive and final phase. While Israel's defense minister says an agreement is closer than ever. Let's take you to our Middle East correspondent Yulan Nell, who joins us now from Jerusalem. So Yulan, we're in a decisive phase. We're hearing how close are we and what details have of a possible detail. Well, with these mediation efforts back on in recent weeks, we have been getting reports that both Israel and Hamas are showing greater flexibility. Israel, which is actually now sent to some negotiators back to Doha, Qatar, of course, one of the regional mediators, has been saying that it sees that Hamas as a fighting force has been destroyed by its operations in Gaza and at the same time weakened by events that have been taking place in the region. And that can be at the ceasefire deal that Israel has reached with Hezbollah to end the fighting in Lebanon. Also, Iran, backer of Hamas, has been weakened by the fall of President Assad and Syria. And those events in Lebanon as well. So many see that the conditions have ripened for some kind of deal. There's also the element of pressure from the incoming administration. We have had President-elect Trump saying that he wants to see the Gaza ended before he takes office next month. Yulan, in his latest news conference, did say that if that deal wasn't reached, if hostages were not released from Gaza, then it was not going to be pleasant. In any further details, Yulan, of the actual plan, this potential three-phase plan we've been hearing about. Yes, or Tisa, senior Palestinian official who has spoken to the BBC, giving some details of this plan. We understand from that official that the first stage would last for 45 days of ceasefire, and during that time, we would have remaining civilians and women, soldier hostages being released. That you would have a partial Israeli troop withdrawal from Gaza, and you would have some mechanism so that Gazans displaced from the North of the Strip would be able to return to their homes. So the second phase would see their main Israeli hostages being released and a further Israeli troop withdrawal before the third stage, which is supposed to see the full end of fighting and ultimately reconstruction. Of course, a lot of devil eyes in the detail here. And mediators have been stressing that they still do have a gap between the two sides that they have to bridge. And we have some live pictures coming too, at the moment from Gaza, from the Alexa hospital, and who have been talking about Alexa, about the Kamal Adnan hospital, saying the conditions are simply appalling in the UN, and the WHO saying that what is the latest on what is actually happening inside Gaza at the moment. We have heard of at least a dozen people having been killed in the latest Israeli strikes across the Gaza Strip. Conditions particularly dire in the north of the Strip, where Kamal Adwan Hospital is based. That's where, since October, Israel has been conducting a new offensive, saying that it's acting against regrouping, harass fighters there. But really an extremely desperate situation that just underlines the need for Garen's perspective. People have been telling us they are desperate for some kind of ceasefire to be reached.